watched him, and then I heard about a guy playing with no. I'm like, how did he play? And so when they showed, and so I watched him, and I'm looking at him. I was like, okay, probably 4.65. Skip, I got to see.
That's what people were thinking.
I got to see. I didn't see 4.3. Nobody saw 4.3. Yeah. Now, this is a great feel-good story. But you know what, Skip Bayless? They ain't going to draft this kid because of this feel-good. NFL's a business. Can you help us win football games?
They're not into drafting feel-good
No,
stories.
exactly.
Yep.
I believe, Skip, he's played his way somewhere maybe late second, midway third round. He's played his way into that because, like you said, he said he was expected to do 6 reps. Skip, he did 20. Now, granted, the adrenaline, now some people rise to the occasion. Now, we mentioned we saw Orlando Brown at 345 do 14. This man with one arm using a prosthetic did 20. He runs 4.3. So, and the thing is, Skip, probably, I don't even know if he'd have been drafted had he lost his hand during football, during football season. Yep. But because he's been this way basically his entire life, he's been playing football for 10, 15 years.
Good point.
So he's used to play it. This is not a JPP. JPP lost his index and his thumb in an accident. So he had to retrain himself how to play with 3 fingers on one hand.
He did.
This young man has been like this his entire life. And I saw him catch the ball. I'm like, how you going to catch? Okay, that's how he's going to catch. So he's used to it. Skip, I believe he's played his way at worst case scenario to the 3rd round.
After what I saw this weekend, and after I went back and looked at his resume, I don't know how you couldn't take him at least in the 2nd round, if not late 1st. Because I don't know if people understood this, but he was last year the spark plug on the only team in the country to go 13-0.
Correct.
And the year before that, he was the Defensive Player of the Year in the American Athletic Conference. That's pretty great.
Right.
And Jarrett Bell, my friend at USA Today, quoted the great Ozzie Newsome, who you know very well from the Baltimore Ravens. And does he not have an eye for talent? He quoted, Ozzie says, he has good tape, he said, of Shaquem Griffin.
See?
Okay? So I'm saying, wait a second. So if you have good tape and you have this resume, yet you didn't even get invited to the Senior Bowl, how could that happen?
Because they look like he doesn't have, and to tell the story, Skip, they said he's born with an abnormality that his fingers didn't fully develop. And he was in so much pain that his parents fought him in the kitchen about to amputate his own fingers, and then they made the appointment the next day to remove the hand.
Yeah, I got it.
I've known people that had part of their arm or their entire arm, and the arm that they have is so strong because they say when you lose something, some of your senses, your sight or the hearing or smell, the other senses become heightened. Well, when you have this, you become stronger than a normal person, an able-bodied person in that body would be. I have no problem whatsoever. A guy this big, this fast, as Dan Reeves told me, he said, Shannon, you're too big, too fast not to be able to play in this league.
Yeah.
This kid can play in this league.
Yeah.
And he's been playing with that, with one hand, his entire life. So it won't be new. Granted, the guys are better at the NFL, Skip, but it's still football. You still run, you still tackle, you still catch. And he's been able to do that his entire life. I believe with the way he filmed at the combine, because Ozzie said he had good tape.
Yep.
So what he did was confirm. He confirmed that he's faster than he even played on tape. So they're going to go back and look. They're like, we missed something, Skip.
Okay.
Because nobody saw this.
And the technology in prosthetics has become so advanced that I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. You know, like
I don't think he will play with one, Skip.
Okay.
I think he's so used to playing with that.
Yeah.
Now, he might get one for normal, everyday life. But I don't see him playing with. I don't see him playing with a prosthetic because he's so used to playing with it.
So is he a tweener? Does he have a natural position? Is he an outside linebacker? Because he's timing with obviously the linebackers. Is he a strong safety? I don't know. Is he some monster back? You know, I don't know.
He can do something. He can tackle.
Yeah.
So maybe he has to play in the middle because when you put to the edge, Skip, you got to use your hands a lot more. But that's what he played in college. And he somehow he found a way, even with just one hand, to make plays, to get invited to the combine, become defensive player of the year. So he found a way. I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Yeah. And how many balls will that position, let's say it's outside linebacker, how many are you going to intercept in your career?
No, not many.
Seriously, I just looked up, just for the sake of comparison, the great Lawrence Taylor playing a stand-up defensive end. So for his career, he had 9 interceptions, which is pretty high.
Yeah.
But he had 8 full seasons of his career of 13 where he didn't intercept a ball. Because that position, that's not what you're doing.
No.
Can he get people on the ground? If he was Defensive Player of the Year in that conference, I'd say that's all I
good. That's all I need to know, Skip.
Yeah.
He's a defensive player. Can he tackle? Can he get to the quarterback? Yes, he can.
Boy, it sure seems, and I'm not trying to do feel-good story. I'm trying to do who can play.
Skip, the NFL is not a feel-good story.
No.
The NFL is a business. We're trying to win games.
Oh.
They're going to put the best play. Normally, we've seen situations where they didn't put, calling guys. But anyway, that's another story for another day we'll debate. Skip, I get it. Yeah, and it's like, and my sister and I was talking about it, and she was like, yeah, that's so. I said, and I was telling her, I was like, Libby, don't care nothing about that. If he can't play, he won't last long.
And by the way, you have this in the books. His twin brother went to Seattle, and I brought him up on the show last year because I really liked him.
Yes. And he was saying, they were telling a story, they was like, well, they asked him how fast does he think he's going to run.
Yeah.
I don't think he thought he'd run 4.3 Skip. He didn't see that. No. Dude, I ran me.
He kept saying, just wait and see.
Where?
Wait,
how much?
Time out.
Wait a
minute.
How much did he outrun?
Hold on. Baker Mayfield outran you.
No, he did not.
He did. He
if
ran
you go
4.8 and you ran 4.8.
Skip, if you go back and get the combine and see what I ran like 4.64 and 4.66 at the combine. Skip.
Well, John Wooten told me he hand-timed you at your pro day.
He was slow. He was slow.
4.8.
Well, how many 4.8 guys get a 96-yard touchdown or an 80-yard touchdown?
You got football speed.
You know what I'm saying, Jenny?
Sorry, we had to bring it.
I would take my ears down. Something he outran me, Skip. I don't like that. I feel it. He outrun a lot of other people too. He outran Julio, but Julio had a broke foot. He outrun a lot of people. So I ain't mad.
No.
I was like, dude ran 4.3. And at first it was unofficial. I was like, well, by the time he get back, it's gonna be like 4.45.
Okay, but you don't run with your hand, right?
Nah.
I think that's...
Dude.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Let's just wait and see, because it could be one of those stories that we're all saying, hey, remember when we talked about him at the Combine? All right, we haven't talked about Lamar Jackson yet. Did he convince everyone that he is an NFL quarterback? We'll discuss that next.